Good afternoon, teasers. How are y'all doing today? Hello there, hello there, hello there. Hello, everyone in the clouds. How are y'all doing? Hello, Miss Christy. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Before I go on, just see if a couple of my folks want to get in here or they want to drop down from the clouds. It's totally fine to drop from the clouds at this point, guys. It is. And I just thank y'all for joining me on my live. I want to tell you all a couple of things. Hi, Miss Monique. How are you doing? So great to hear from you as well. You know, I just firstly want to say while we wait for folks to come in that thank you all for supporting me and Wu Child, my moderators, Lisa. Thank you all for supporting us and showing us so much love. You all don't have to be here, but you all have hung in there with us. And we thank you all for thinking for yourself as an adult and coming on over here and enjoying our content and joining our lives. We appreciate it. And we want you to know that you can join any live you like. We just appreciate you being here when we come on live as well. So shout out to all the content creators that are receiving folks in their lives. Shout out to all of them. We don't discriminate over here. So please, if you'd like to join the live and you'd like to drop down from the clouds, no problem. We love you still, okay? Just want you to know that. Don Thomas, how are you doing? I appreciate you. Thank y'all for putting up the emojis. I really appreciate it. You know me, I don't like to get on here looking torn up, even though I do feel torn up. Unfortunately, I think I've contracted COVID as well for my son. The symptoms started really badly yesterday. So hopefully I don't get sick, because last time it was all gravy. I was doing fine. I may have to go to the hospital and get a microfusion like I did last time. I think that's what helped me last time was the microfusion. But I just wanted to run that by y'all. It may not be that, but I'm just kind of feeling a different kind of way, Again, I wanted to thank you all for your support and love. We really appreciate it. And I know where it comes from because I put out a post and I was asking for donations to help get, like the little stuff like the mask and stuff. We never did get anything. And I think that's how I ended up catching it because I didn't wear a mask and I had to, be around the house. He had to walk to the bathroom back. And I think that's how I probably got it. So just FYI, I may have it. And I got a feeling in my heart I got it, And that's what I want to talk to you kind folks about as well, please. I know some folks don't believe in masks and things of that nature. But if you do believe in masks, make sure you wear your mask everywhere you go, please. That's what the problem was with my son. He would not listen to me. He loved to walk into the store without a mask. And I would always have to fuss at him about going to the stores or any place without a mask. He was hard-headed. And he thought it was a game. He thought it was a joke that it's not real, sir. Cousin 19 is real. So now he knows it's real, and now he's feeling it, He's begging me for medicine. I'm like, son, we're going to have to go old school. We're just going to have to pray and keep it moving. That's all we can do for now, But please wear your mask. If you are a mask wearer, please wear your mask. If you don't have your vaccinations, that's totally understandable. Some people don't want to have the vaccination. And I would never try to force anyone to get a vaccination. Because as you can see, I'm vaccinated and I still caught it. Even when the first time I caught it, I was vaccinated. So I understand. But it's supposed to help to where you don't have to be hospitalized, So just think about it, kind folks. Just wear your mask, please. Please wear your mask. Please mask up because it's real out here. And they got this influenza and both of them mixed up together. Hello, Tales and Fairy. They have so much stuff mixed up together nowadays. And I'm not sure where these things are coming from. Y'all, have you ever wondered why all these different variants coming out all of a sudden? Started off with one variant, then it ended up with 50, Taylor Ferry say, no, eat money. Say take vitamin D if you have some too. I do actually. I actually have the 50,000 unit vitamin D, Eve, and I would take it. I would definitely take it as soon as I get off this live. If it's going to help me, I'm going to take it. I'm going to give my child one too. He might as well give it a swallow it, okay? Because he's going to have to. I think and we need to get well. Most of it's like feel like it's in my throat, like it's in my throat, you know. She said there are 3 to 4 variants out right now. Yes, it is. I was just over exaggerating, like, oh, you started out with one and then they had over 50, you know. So please tell us, government or world uh, scientists, um, how is it that it's able to turn into different types of variants? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. Uh, Hope everyone's doing. Hope everyone's day going good. Yeah, I hope everyone's day going good. Yes, our day is going good because guess what? We're blessed. We're blessed to be here. So that's why I'm still smiling, guys. And I thank y'all for joining the live. I really do. Thank you. Um, I was just, I had it. I She said I had it. So I sympathize with you, Marie. Take care of yourself. It can become serious. I know. I know it can. That's why I say if I get any serious or I get serious, I'm going straight back to that emergency room I went to the first time where they flew in their medication for me, the infusion. And I'm going to tell them, please fly it in again because I need it. You know, and they did that because of my heart. As you can see, my scar here, they did that because of my heart because they know it would have tore me up. It would have torn my heart up, you know. So if I get bad or, you know, hopefully this is just a cold or something, hopefully. But if it gets bad, I know my way to the hospital. Believe me, Miss Grayson, I will be there. I'll call 911. Come get me. Come get me, you know. Uh, let's see here. Uh, I also wanted to talk about like how everything's going up. All the prices are going up. Seem like they're price gouging right now, even on food. Have y'all noticed that? They say, yeah, the kids are going to go through. Be well in Jesus' name. Thank you very much, Miss Eve Monica. I appreciate you. Thank you. I had it too before. Couldn't taste the smell a week. Oh Lord, please, Lord, don't let me, baby. So I taste. I should have brought my coffee. I should go get my coffee so I can still taste it, right? Um, I was saying that they've been price gouging on food and stuff. You notice how expensive food is now? It's getting ridiculous. $3 for a loaf of bread, really? Yeah, and I be cussing in the store. I be like, $3, these just a loaf of bread, you greedy bastards. You know, I just be really mad because I'm like, yeah, see what's going on, and you're trying to price gouge at the same time. That doesn't balance, doesn't tie. Yes, everything's going up. She said she noticed that too. Tells Fair did, which I said you absolutely right. Price gouging is absolutely horrible. Yes, you know everything's just going up. It's just ridiculous. I had it. Oh, Don said she had it twice and still can't. Oh Lord, have mercy. Dawn says she had it twice and she still can taste and smell certain things. Yes, prices are ridiculous now. Oh, yes. Please, Lord, don't let me lose my taste because I like to eat. My eye has been bothering me a lot lately. I don't know why. It's still kind of bothering me. I don't know why. But looks like something's right there, but there's nothing there, y'all. It just looked like that from the camera, I guess. Um, yes, the prices are getting ridiculous. Um, Even with the, you notice with the cable bill, I love cable, but I haven't been watching cable as much since I started my YouTube channel, but I will be because I'm going to be doing reviews on specific shows. So get ready, ladies. And I'll announce it on my community tab here shortly. I need to write up the other items for my community tab. Excuse me. That was my phone. Um, but I need to let you guys know what show I'm going to be doing commentary on. And I hope you guys go watch it because it looks like it's going to be a really, really good show. So we'll see, okay? I'll let you know my community tab. She said, I think the new variant doesn't affect taste and smell, hopefully. Huh? Please not, because I like to eat. You know, as long as it don't bother me while I'm eating, well, when I was drinking my coffee, it wasn't really right like I wanted it to be. And I was eating my ice too. And it is when it affects my ice, that is a bite. Don't affect my ice. Y'all know I love to eat ice. You all know that. And it's affecting my ice. You hear me? Oh my goodness. Could you excuse me for a second? I gotta get something for my eye, ladies. Do y'all mind? Stand by, please. Thank you so much. Oh, cord. One second. Lord. I'm coming, teasers. I'm coming. I didn't see my little shorts there. Hi, I'm back, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. Look, I got a whole big coffee. And I got my coffee. Let's taste it, shall we? Salud. I can still taste my coffee. Praise the Lord. Tara Ferris says, I actually reported a store that had chicken drum legs for $19, and it was only, oh my God, 8 legs in there. I have never paid them. Chicken usually the cheapest thing. You're right, Tara Ferris. You can get a big family pack here for $7, $6, $5, $7. No more than $7 for a family pack. And it's about 12 in there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. That's ridiculous. That's right. That's ridiculous, even Monique can tell. That is. Tell Spare say, please, stand by, please. Marie will be right back. Thank you for the commercial. I appreciate you, Tisbury. Yes, said E. Monique. And I said, no, this isn't right. Exactly. And that's what I want to get with y'all as well. They were trying to explain that we were going to have a food shortage because there's not enough truck drivers, train conductors. So, ladies, you have children, and even for yourself, families, we need to start stocking up because those other folks are stocking up. And if you ever notice that when it's a hurricane or something come, they try to get everything they can out of there and leave us with nothing. They may try to take 15 things of tissue with them and not share one, but people snatch them out their basket. People crazy. They snatch them right out their basket. Like, you do not need no 15-year-old. You have to share. You ever heard of sharing? So just try to start stacking up on your perishable, non-perishable items like chili and, unfortunately, yes, excuse my friend, these Vienna sausage, sardines, things like that, just food that's non-perishable that you can be able to eat in case something goes down. So that's my advice. That's what I would be doing, just stacking up for my kids in case, lots of rice, beans, lots of beans, lots of beans. And she said, I'm glad you reported it, Tales and Ferris. She said, me too, I'm very glad you reported them because they are ridiculous. Greedy. It's called greed. Tales and Ferris says that even I sure did because it was right when we had the shutdown. They were getting over on people. Oh, no. Oh, yes. And I bet you people was getting over on them too. They were walking right out the door with it in their pants. That's how they did it over here. They just leave with it out the store. They just didn't even care. Like, no, sir, I'm not going to pay you. How about I'm not going to pay you nothing since you want to do me like this? I'm walking right out of here with it. It just don't make no sense. Just greedy. It don't make no sense. I don't understand. People can be so evil and just non-empathetic, It's weird. It's very weird. And I was looking at like the cable bills. The Xfinity, they're the top of the line right now. And actually, they had a deal get rid of this to go on a merger with AT&T, where they were going to purchase AT&T or merger. But a judge stopped that merger. Did you know that? A judge stopped it. I don't know why he stopped it. Something happened in between of them merging or purchasing this company, but he stopped it for some reason. It could have been a technicality or something like that, but I'm not sure if they merged yet. But once Xfinity get AT&T, they're going to gouge. They're already gouging. They already are gouging. People's cable bills are like $200, $200 or more dollars. That's why a lot of people are getting just the internet on them because they don't want them, come down on their prices for the cable. And the internet, just wait. And I wish I could have one of those Fire Stick things. I heard those Fire Stick things have every show on there as well. You know, wish I can get hold to one of those. I'll get rid of that cable. I will. Because I really don't watch it as much because I watch YouTube more. And it's interesting because my head used to be stuck in the TV, guys. But it's going to be stuck in there now because I'm going to start doing commentary on a specific show. So you'll see what it is in the community tabs. Yes. Internet and Fire Stick. That's right, Don. That's what everyone say. Oh, Tesla Ferry says Xfinity is very, very high. Isn't they, aren't they Comcast? Yeah, they did Comcast already. They still call themselves, thank you for calling Comcast. Xfinity is Comcast, yes. Yes. There's not many cable companies out there, if any more left. They have, just basically taken over. And they are gouging those prices. Hi, baby doll. How are you doing, precious? She said, you can get a Fire Stick from Amazon. And there should be isn't there a specific way to hook that up? Doesn't somebody need to hook that up for me? You just can't plug it up, that there's something that they need to do to get it to work. Because a lot of people in my job have Fire Sticks. My ex-job had Fire Sticks. Sure did. Hello there. Allison Grace said, yes, potted meat, crackers, beans, and beans, and rice, and chili, and whatever you can, corn, whatever you can in the can. Sometimes, kids, they might not be able to eat no meat, but you have some beans and rice that's going to fill you up, baby. You're going to have your protein and everything else. We have to really be concerned. Think about it. Because they've been elaborating on that a lot about a food shortage. So if y'all can, just, when you go in the store, just get you a couple of extra cans of this if you have enough money for it. A couple of extra cans of chili or potted meat or whatever, because you're going to be probably needing it. Especially when they announce something, everybody, their mama running the store like some psychos. They're going to do a stampede in there. Somebody's going to get hurt, Which I said, nope, plug into the TV, then plug into the wall, no installation. Really? Yes, I need that. Because I heard that thing, it works really good. And it has a lot of movies on there as well. Just very easy to do at university. Okay. Allison Grayson, she said, yeah, pardon me, baby, we don't, pardon me, be honest, I just started eating, people eat spam. I don't eat spam. I try, my mama tried to make me eat. I couldn't do it. But, people like it. Some people like it. They fry it, they put it in rice and all that stuff. You just have to do what you have to do. When it's coming to an apocalyptic time, you have to do what you have to do. Of course, please don't eat a human. Okay, just go ahead on, go God. Fly on to Jesus. Because I cannot do it. Okay, and I will not do it. All right. Guys. So we know that Xfinity is already price gouging, and we know the stores are price gouging, Even when you have food stamps, it's still expensive. It's still expensive because it's the same price, right? So you're really not winning anything with stamps because unless just the tax on some little specific stuff, but not really winning. Food, the price is going to be the same price for food stamps as it is with green money. Just FYI, or a credit card. Next thing I wanted to kind of touch on these child tax credits. I just read this morning. Oh, yes. That gas is hellified. They say that it's a good sign, though, when the gas is going up. They say it's a good sign for the economy. They say that. Hello. We need jobs over here. I know I do. What is a hold up? They say it's a good sign when the gas prices go up. This is what we were told, my previous job, that when the gas goes up, things are going to look better, but it's not looking better. We need it to look much, much more better. And I'm going to need them to step it up. Yes, and I'm not trying to be funny now, but Kamala, baby, I would rather see you, honey. What are you doing, girl? I need to see some actions. I really do. I need to see it. And I know they try to butter us up with a little money and stuff, but, just all the other little things that they're trying to do, reverse and Roe versus Wade and all that stuff. Y'all need to step it up. That's all. Just step it up a little bit. That's all I'm asking. But we won't talk about politics on here. Some states have taxes on their food. See? Greedy. You see how they're doing with the Cash App deal with the Cash App. If you get over $600, they want to tax that. Why y'all want to put y'all fingers on everybody's stuff when y'all don't want to? Y'all want us to pay y'all back when we owe y'all. You want to put your fingers on every little thing, and it's sad. And that's now I see why a lot of those folks, you got those anti-government folks out there, and it's I'm not one of them. I'm just saying, you kind of see where they're going with it because the government wants to put their hand in every little thing. Cash out, we can be sending it to our children for their groceries, okay, for college. And you want to tax their groceries? Really? You know, they need to rescind that. They really do. They need to rescind that. And we probably have to create a petition for them to rescind it, because a lot of us cash out our kids when they're in college so they can have the things that they need when they're out of food or whatever, Now I just purchase the food and I drive it up there to my child. Whatever he asks me for, because, Sam, hey, they help you a lot. I make sure he's eating well, Um, some states have taxes on their food. West Virginia is one of the states. Wow. I think myself is up that way, Virginia area. Very expensive up there, I bet, too. I remember one particular time I went to South Carolina back in the day. It's like early 2000. It was like $7 for a 12-pack of Coke. I was like, what in the heck is this? Are you serious? Because it was like $3 here or $2 and something here. And I couldn't understand that. But their taxes was only 7.25%. I don't care. That's still nothing harder from 8.25. Okay. That is ridiculous. I threw them Cokes back at them. I said, oh, hell no. You won't have me paying them $7 for a 12-pack. But now it's like that here in Texas. It's like that here in Texas now. Isn't that interesting? Hi, Stacey. How are you doing, my love? Stacey, we have to make arrangements for your perfume, ma'am. We have to do a show because pretty soon we're going to be doing like a presentation of Stacey's perfume. And if you guys want to join us, we'll post it on our community tab once we've set a date so you all can see how great her perfume is and see if you'd like to order some. Because we believe in support, like I said. Tell us if there's gas prices went down. She said gas prices went down. We had $3.10 a gallon now. It was $3.90. Well, we're doing very well down here in Texas because guess how much it costs here? $2.60, and we think that's high. $2.60 per gallon. So we need to shut our little mouth. Shut our mouth. You hear me? Shut our mouth. Yes, everyone hit the like button, please. Just shut your mouth. We need to just shut our mouth. Because she said now it's down to $3.10. We'd be like, $3.10? Who you think gonna pay you $3.10 for a gallon of gas? It's $2.60 here in Towson Parish. So we're blessed because we're down here, and everything used to be cheaper down here. But a lot of folks are moving here. So once a lot of folks start moving, what they start doing? Gouging up the rent. Everything is just going up. Everything. Rent and all. Here in Houston, did you know that you can get a 2-bedroom, 1-bath for $530? I bet you where y'all live is like $1,200, if not more. Mm-hmm. Now they raised up to $700. We throwing a fit. We are throwing a fit because we spoiled. We're spoiled. We're spoiled. Yes. So yes, I was looking at Xfinity and I said, y'all are greedy. Because y'all are the only you guys are the only cable company here, and so now you want to price gouge. No, it's not right, and y'all need to change that. Since you have everyone, then you should be able to lower that cost because you're still gonna be making money off everyone. Stop being greedy. Stop before everybody get a fire stick on your behind. So they said, yes, you're right, yeah. And don't make me do a petition. I would advise everybody to get a stop fire stick. What you gonna do then, huh? And then we'll go to AT&T if they don't buy them and get our internet. Now, what you gonna say about that? You need to lower those prices, Xfinity. I'm just saying. Not trying to slander you or anything. Allegedly, your prices are too high. They are. Oh, and what I was saying about the child tax credit, because right now we're just doing an open chat pretty much. With the child tax credit, if you have 2 children that's under the age of 13, that you get an $8,000 tax credit. And I know some of you guys in here may have kids up under 13. It's an $8,000 tax credit. I told my son, can you please shrink and get your butt back to what? 12, please. He just laughed at me and said, Papa, you are so funny. My son think I'm crazy. I say, look, I'm gonna need you to go down about 3 feet and tell these folks you 12, okay? Or 11, you know? She said, that's how ECL was. It was a cheap place until everyone started moving there. Yeah, I heard about that. And a lot of people in ATL was upset because so many people were moving there. It really was. They would say, we're full. Y'all need to go ahead and move up. Now they're moving their way to Houston. Why y'all send them this way? What, could y'all have sent them to Louisiana somewhere? Why you sending them this way? Because now our rent and stuff is getting expensive. So you're right, Jezebel. You're very right. Imani, yes, Marie, I cry when my family, she said, I cry when my family in Texas tells me how much rent is down there. In New York, it's triple for a less space. It is. I know it is. Yeah, I know it is. Come to Houston. We're about the cheapest for right now. Houston and Louisiana, very about the cheapest right now. They're about the cheapest right now. They are. I'm be honest with you, I love Houston, I just love Houston. Louisiana's great too, you know. If you're looking for cheaper stuff, you're gonna have to come down to the south. Californians, get down here to the south. Get you some cheaper rent and stuff. And you can make it down here. You can make it down here. You can make it down here working at a fast food restaurant. You really can, with a 1-bedroom. I do recall living in a 1-bedroom with 3 of my kids. Sure did. You have to do what you have to do as a mother. I had a queen bed, a bassinet, and a twin bed. Sure did. Sure did. And I would do it again and again if I have to. And I felt comfortable waking up looking at my children, knowing that they're all right. I felt better that way anyway. So you just do what you have to do as a mother. Yeah, she said she cried with her family too. Yes. In New York, I would never move there because I heard it's ridiculous down there. The rent is ridiculous. New York and California, oh my goodness. I heard it's in Chicago too, of those states. I heard it's very expensive. For the littlest, ugliest house you ever want to see, it's just expensive. Praise God. Good afternoon, teaser. Come and get this coming to how are you? We're just basically having an open chat, and we were talking about how these stores and stuff are price gouging on foods. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember you tried to purchase some one day and it was so expensive. So you see, they're price gouging on food. The cable is ridiculous. At least $200 per bill for basic cable, guys. This does not include HBO, Cinemax, and all, Showtime, and all that. No, basic cable. It includes it. So it does not include those other channels, the major channels. It does not. So just imagine if you had all those other channels, how much it would be. Probably about $350 to $400. Unless they're running a special. Remember the date and when the special ends, so you can call them and cancel it and notate it on your calendar so you can be able to cancel it, because they will try to sneak it by you and won't tell. They will not call you. Your stuff is coming up April. No, they will not do that. They would just charge you the regular price, and next thing you know, your bill is like almost $600. That's how they do it. Yes. And it was Kiva's birthday, and she didn't even say anything to anyone. I just happened to type on that it was her birthday. And I was like, this lady, it could show you she's not the type to look for anything, to look for attention or anything. She hadn't even told nobody it was her birthday until she got ready to do her little clucky. It's her birthday. And she didn't tell nobody her birthday was coming. But I'm going to tell y'all when my birthday coming. I sure am. But that's just how she is. That's why I like her. Georgia Peach, hello. Another content creator mentioned you during her show, so I'm here. You're very beautiful and positive. I hit the like button and I subscribe. I'm looking forward to great content. Thank you so much, Georgia Peach. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I'm thinking that you maybe from Atlanta as well, hopefully. We know Georgia Peach, and I love that name. I like peach anything, actually. Peach drinks, peach perfume, everything, lotions. So welcome. And thank you so much. Wow. So basically we're just talking about the price gouging, talking about the fact that I may have contracted this cousin 19 for my son. And I pray I haven't. Please. I don't want it. Because then I may have to go to like I said, to the hospital and let them give me that microfusion again. It took 5 hours last time, you know. So thank you for joining us, Judge Peach. We really appreciate it. We also talked about the child tax credit. If you have 2 children that's under the age of 13, then you are eligible to get an $8,000 tax credit. Now, I saw them mentioning another stimulus for $1,400. However, I think there's some things, a criteria that you need to meet to get that. So I have to continue to look. It's like they're not really clear on that. I need you to be clear. Can we get it or can we not get it? Thank you. Yes, I know. That's all I'm asking. You know, Stacey said, praying for you and your summary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. As long as I'm able to breathe and talk, I'm going to talk and breathe, because if you just lay around, then you get sicker, right? So you want to get up and move around. You want to still continue to do your daily activities as long as you're able to. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I also wanted to talk about a certain subject. The other day, we went way left, didn't it? We went from salmon to sultry the other day. Salmon to sultry. Well, this particular day, I just noticed a little ad. And on this particular ad, it was just showing you how, it talks about how, 10 signs that emotional neglect silently undermining your relationship. So if you are in a relationship and you're wondering, what's wrong with him? Or what's going on? He seems like he's kind of changing, Well, I just found this ad here. It's called Psychiatry from an article called Psychology Today. Okay. And it says 10 signs that emotional neglect is silently undermining your relationship. It says number 1 here. You and your partner misread each other's true feelings, actions, thoughts, or intentions very often. It says that you misread each other's true feelings and actions and thoughts or intentions very often. Keep you and our family in the present, positive healing. Thank you so much. I'm so sick of Cousin 19 too, Ms. Keith. I am. The second thing, this is for the folks that do have a partner or have a husband, and you think this may help you to change things, to try to get everything back on track, or to give you signs that what's going on with him or her. The second one says, as a couple, you avoid bringing up difficult things so as not to upset the other. So as a couple, you avoid bringing up difficult things as not to upset the other. So don't try not to bring up difficult things or things from the past and that y'all supposed to have gotten over. That's what I say. And, things that's got to push his buttons or her buttons. Don't try it. Don't do it. Try to keep it positive like this channel is. Number 3 says, you haven't figured out how to argue productively. You have not figured out how to argue productively. Usually when we argue with our mates, you got some mates, though, that get really down and gutter with it. But then you have some mates that just have a simple argument. But they're saying argue productively. I say talk to your partner. Don't argue with them. Just say, hey, let's just have a conversation, sweetie. We don't need to yell at each other. Let's just sit down and have a conversation. You want something to drink? While we talk? I think that will work. What do you say? Instead of just saying, well, no, let's sit down and talk about it. Let's have a conversation. And that may change his ways of acting with you as well and respecting you as well. Hello. The next one says here, your spouse is not the first person you want to tell when something great happens or a problem comes up. Do you hear that? It says your spouse is not the first person you want to tell when something great happens or a problem comes up. Ain't that something? Excuse me. I have no comment on that. The next one says, you don't feel like you're a team. You don't feel like you're a team taking on life together. You don't feel like a team taking on life together. And that's true. And that's what I'm looking for. And I've always told y'all that's what I'm looking for. I want a partner who we can level up together with. You have to be able to level up together. You're supposed to be able to share everything together, you know? And nowadays, a lot of married folks look like they're married, but they're living single lives as far as finances, right? Especially as far as finances. They want to go run to get their own bank account, and you want to get your own bank account, you know? So the other one know what the other one have, and, you know, is that really a marriage? But it's just sad because you can't. Back in the day, they can trust each other to put their money together and live together and raise their children together and know how much they have and what they need to do in order to survive. But nowadays, everybody wants their own stuff, you know, in marriages. Each party want their own stuff. You know, it seems like you would want to be married and, you know, combine things sometimes. It's okay to have a little account over there, but you got to make sure he knows that, you know, hey, I'm in this for the long haul. Miss Georgia B said, people don't believe me when I say my husband and I don't really argue. And only third person argue allowed in our marriage is God. And that is fantastic. Because why should you have to argue? That's your husband. Why should you have to argue? Some people argue about the silliest things when married. That's how you know, Georgia Peach, your husband start arguing with you. Because when they make that change, and once he start arguing with you and start disrespecting you, you know something's wrong. You'll know right then and there's something wrong. They start changing, guys. Because you know you can call your husband, he gonna pick up that phone, right? But then when he stop picking up that phone when you call on time, you know it's a problem, right? So I'm so glad that your relationship is going great, Miss Georgia Peach. I really am. You know, and I just wish it would rub off on all these other marriages and all these other men and women who want to get married instead of trying to be married and live single. That's just not a marriage to me. It's just not. Imani say, "Amen, Georgia Peach." Come get this commentary. She's speaking to everyone. All right, guys. The next one says here, I like that you don't feel like a team running life together. You're supposed to feel like a team, you know, period. You're supposed to be down with each other, you know, not letting the other person suffer. If you see them going down, if they lost their job, say for instance, your wife lost her job, you're not supposed to reprimand her for losing her job if she got laid off. Well, what happened? What you do? You know, you should have told you. No, they laid me off, sir. So now you got to handle things until I get another job. That's just it. But you have men out there that will actually try to reprimand you for losing your job or being laid off. It's silly. Sir, you're just going to have to be a husband to take care of it. Thank you all for the positivity. Absolutely. The next one, it says, if you seek comfort from your spouse, they often say the wrong thing. These are issues. If you seek comfort from your spouse, they often say the wrong thing. I've had that happen with me before. When you talk something positive, they always have something negative to say. If you have a spouse like that, where he always has something negative to say, do you really want to live like that the rest of your life with that man? You can say the sun is yellow. Well, now it ain't. It's green. You know, you say, "Oh, this soup is good." Now it don't taste all that to me. You know, if you have a negative Betty husband or wife, do you really want to live like that the rest of your life? Because I got friend girls that are married right now today. They're staying married just to say they are married. They are miserable as all outdoors. I said, I don't understand how you can do it, sister. I really don't. Calling them ugly, calling them fat, calling them all kinds of stuff. Spend nights out like it ain't nothing. Come back home like that. It's normal. Disrespectful. So it's one of them. If you see comfort from your spouse and they often say the wrong thing, that's how you know it's something wrong. The next one say you don't feel like you're a team. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that one already. Excuse me. The next one says it can be difficult to find something to talk about. Now, it's saying that if it's something difficult for you to find something to talk about with your husband or your wife, it's something wrong. Because how was your day, honey? What happened to work today? Is everything okay today? How's your job? That can be a conversation start. But what you want to eat today? Oh, I don't know if I want to eat that, honey. You think we should go out and eat? You know, you want to have a conversation with your husband. You know, you want to be able to talk to him instead of him being quiet all the time. Because I've seen those marriages too, where the husband just sit up in there and be quiet all day long. And they be like tippy-toeing, walking on eggshells right now. I don't want that for my marriage. That's why I'm not married right now. I got to marry the right person where I would not have to tippy toe and walk on eggshells just to please him, you know. Okay? And Wuchao says, shaking my head, sad man. Yes. And Monique says, exactly, Marie. I can't with the negative affirmations from significant others. Right. Very negative. Judge P said, oh my goodness, my heart goes out to whoever is going through this. Yes, I have girlfriends right now going through it. And they stay with them because they look good. Both of them have wonderful jobs, Range Rovers, Mercedes Benz, big old house, but miserable as heck. She's miserable. My friend girl's miserable. She's miserable. And I was like, why do you stay married to somebody like that? You know? You're going to have to move on, sister. Because if you want to spend the rest of your life like that, you're wasting your years. You're wasting your good years. She cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him. Do you hear me? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Prepare his lunch for him for no man. Sir, you're going to treat me, you're going to respect me as your wife. And he talks to her like a dog. A dog. Rough. Yes. They've been married a long time. And she told me the whole time, miserable. So why you stay married? Because my mama told me to marry him. So baby mama gone now. She going on in. It's time for you to go on out of there. Because just to say you have a man, I call that being desperate. To sit up there and be with a man that act like as if he dislikes you. And she said he acts like he doesn't, he hates her. Who would want to be with somebody like that? And when a man doesn't make love to you, just drag you, and just do you in a kind of way and don't kiss you. Or I told you, when a man don't kiss you, he doesn't want you. Unless you just don't like to kiss. When a man won't kiss you, he does not want you. I'm here to tell you. When he just grab you by your legs, just, it's sad. You need to make love to your wife. Hello? Can I get a witness? Yeah. Don't even make love to her at all. Just, I don't want to go into detail, but he's dirty. That's all I can say. He's dirty. He's dirty. And I told her that myself. He is dirty. And see what the final one says. Positive emotions like love, warmth, emotional bonding feel awkward or happen during sex. I just said that, did I not? It says positive emotions like love, warmth, emotional bonding feel awkward or only happen during sex. Don't you want your husband to pop you on the behind every now and then when you're walking through the house? You be like, that baby, it's a woman thing. We're pretty, But if he doesn't show you no affection until you get in the bedroom, and he barely show it then, do you really want to stay with a man like that? Where he doesn't caress you and hold you and kiss you and make love to you? I know I don't. I know I don't. And that's why I say I am not lonely and I am not desperate. You hear me? I'm waiting. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. Miss Allison Crazy says, I'm in a toxic relationship right now and I don't know how much longer it will be going to last. Oh my goodness. I'm done with it. Been there, done it, Miss Allison. Been there, done it. And sometimes I tell you, I'm not going to lie to you, ladies. A peace of mind is better than having a bastard, excuse my French, a bastard man around you that's going to talk crazy to you all day and just disrespect you all the time. It is a beautiful thing of being by yourself. Because like I said, you can always go out there and get a little bump ride and come on home without the drama. Okay? Judge P said, yes, ladies, we are supposed to enjoy sex too. It's just not for men. That's right. You got your what you call selfish lovers. Uh-huh. That's why I didn't want to go there, Miss Peach. I didn't want to go there. But he wanted her to go down on him. Oh, just grab her head and just shove it. But he wouldn't do her. shove her head. Mm-hmm. She told me. She told me that's what he would do. Like you're gonna do this. Really? How about a bite? I decapitated, sir. How about that? How would you like to be decapitated, sir? That would be the first time. You might just enjoy it. Miss Judge Peace, thank you, Jesus, for peace. Peace is what I have. I have peace. Mom, peace. My children. I love having my peace. I'll go out with my girlfriends every blue moon. They say I act like an old woman. But I'm not going to have no man in and out of my house, not around my children. That's out of the question. I'm a woman. I'm a grown woman. If I want to go out there, see an ex or something like that, get a head or two, bring my head down. No, sir, we cannot be back together. No, thank you. Most people don't even know where I live. Because if they know where you live, but guess what they're going to do? Start knocking on your door. Don't knock on my door, sir. I'll meet you. Thank you. Imani said, my best friend used to complain to me about her husband all the time. And one day I had to tell her that her husband was violated. That her husband has violated every marital vow and more. And she still is there. That's sad. Look what y'all say. I know that's right. That's sad. That is sad. Excuse me. That's sad. They will violate you if you allow them to. And why would you marry someone when you already see the signs, the flags? A lot of women go get married because they what? I was married now, but you're miserable too now. You're miserable. I don't want to be miserable in my marriage when I get married. I don't want to be miserable. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be ups and downs in a marriage. But then again, like Georgia P. said, why should there be ups and downs in your marriage? If you love me and you marry me for the right reasons, shouldn't be no really ups and downs in your marriage. Really. Man should not be disrespecting you because you're his wife. And he loves you, right? And what I say about love, excuse me, is the key to heaven. And you don't hurt anything that you love. It's just like, put it this way. You see how he treat his mama if she's still living. See how he treats his mother. If he talks crazy at his mother, talks to his mother like she's crap, disrespects his mother, that is not the man for you, hon. Because if he don't care about his mama, he don't darn sure don't care about you. Here to tell you. She even when he said she started laughing because she knew it was true. Infidelity. Being fired for stealing from 2 jobs. Insurance fraud. Treating their kids bad and having a child. Oh my goodness. He broke every freaking rule there is. Do y'all see that in the chat? Or do I need to read it again? Let me just put it up here. This is what this man did. He broke every rule in the book. Did he not? Every rule in the book. And I bet she stuck with him after he had that baby, didn't she? Now, that's not the only thing that's harming their marriage, but he could have caught any type of disease and brought it home to her. See what I'm saying? So that goes to show you he's out there doing it what? Raw. He could have brought you something, ma'am. You need to think about that. He could have brought you something that you could have passed along to your children. That goes to show you he didn't care. And sometimes we have a tendency to forgive our husbands, but we got to look at it, okay, did he use the kind of, you just got to weigh things, honestly. And so we know he did not wear protection. That's a big disrespect. And he had a whole baby. See, I tell you, I know God say through thick and thin, but gosh, this man has broken every rule. Doesn't say I had to leave for a minute. I'm back. What are we talking about? Right now we're talking about emotional aspects of a relationship. And we were just saying, if you look at right above you at Eve's comment, how her friend's husband has disrespected her in every aspect of of a marriage that he shouldn't have done. Uh, Imoni said, yes, Marie, and there is actually more. Oh my goodness. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't. But sounds like my friend. Sounds like my friend. So what if you have a big house? So what if you have a Range Rover? So what if you have your own job, huh? You're a six-figure man. You make six figures. He makes six figures. You can be by yourself instead of being miserable every day. How can you do it? You just tell, yeah, we're gonna cook me something to eat. How about you get your own behind up and go get you something to eat? I'm tired today, sir. Go eat your sandwich. Not a sandwich, a sandwich. How about that? Or go get you some takeout. You make six figures. Go get you some takeout today. I'm not feeling very well. And he doesn't care if she's sick. Oh, no. He doesn't care. He just wants to see her miserable. For what reason, though? Why? Do you have a problem with your wife? Now, you have some men that treat their wives like that because they're what? They like to fly the other way sometimes. If they're not flying away the other way, then they have another what? I'm going to say an itch in the street. That's what it is, ma'am. Simple as that. But I bet you they treat, and sometimes they'll treat their side chicks better than their own wife. Oh, yeah, it's been there, done it. Mm-hmm. Yes. Grace Alexander said, absolutely, Marie. I'm telling you. I've been there, done it, Miss Grayson. Been there, done. Negative, 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 negative. I said, you are the most negative bastard I've ever met in my life. Excuse my French, y'all. Excuse me. You are the most negative bastard I ever met in my life. I said, guys, what am I with that? You're selfish, too. Get mad when I give the homeless person $1 or two. Give me, I don't want me giving them that. Shut the heck up. You know what I want to say? Shut the heck up. Nobody asked you. This is not your money, sir. You take care of your business like you should be, but you're not, so you're out. You know? Which I said, I wouldn't dare torture myself like that. And it is called torture. I don't care how bad you want to stay married, man. And probably everybody know, all the friends probably already know he dogging her out. And she trying to make it look good. They may know he have another side chick too. Her own friends. And his own friends. And she just sitting there looking crazy. That's all I know. They ain't gonna say nothing because they know they man be pissed off at them if they say something. He may have brought the other woman side chick to her friend's house as a double date. Her friend and her husband. Yeah. That's how to do it these days. And she don't have to open her mouth because her man gonna be pissed off at her. So you just never know. But that guy you're speaking of, E-Money, he had just like him. Selfish. Ignorant. You know, she told one day she gave him a 20 for something. He gave her a 20 for something. You know what he asked her to do? Bring my change back. Really, bastard? Bring your change back from a 20? And all they want to pay is their 50% of everything to the T? To the T. They want to give her nothing extra. I find a problem with that. Because one day I may not have it right there. And I'll be like, honey, give me $15, $20. I need to go up for gas in the car. I don't want to stop. It's late. And he tell you, no, you got your own money. No, it's a problem with that. Sir, you acting like I'm asking you for $2,000. And I'm asking you for a hot 20. Okay? And he didn't have none of this stuff before he met her. He didn't have any of it. Zero. She's the one who got him his job. She's the one who brought him up on his feet. And did he appreciate it? No. You have very unappreciative men. Very unappreciative men out there. I'm telling you. You do. Imoni, she just showing her face. Dunn said, oh, wow. Oh, yes. It's a bunch of unappreciative ones out there. A bunch. But I'll be darned if I stay with one. I can't do it. I've dealt with DV most of my life when I was younger. Now, I have a little sister. Touch me, sir. You won't touch nobody else. You know? I want a good husband. And if I have to wait, then I will wait. But you would not see me out there running behind no man, desperate and all that. You won't see that from Marie. No. And don't get me wrong, when I go out, me always on me. But if I get a bad or weary feeling about you, I won't even give you my phone number, nothing. I just will be like, no, mobile deuces. Houston, we would definitely have a problem. Don say, Houston, we would definitely have a problem. Yes, we would. Tell them, NASA. We will. I know a lot of women want to get married, but ladies, you don't have to be desperate, because if you be desperate and they see you desperate and they see you taking their mess, you can prepare, because it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So, like I say, never on a little bump around here and there, but don't marry no man because you think you need to be married, and then you end up paying for your own ring. You're paying for your own ring. I know something like that too. Bought their own ring. Yes. You're paying for your own wedding. I knew a girl that won $33,000 on a lottery ticket, right? She had the top prize out here. Do you know what she did with that money? She was 43 and she had a boy friend that was 24. 24 years old. Her child was older than him. And what she did with that money was pay for a big, lavish wedding to this man. Pay for her own ring. Pay for his ring. Oh, pay for the wedding gathering and the limo and everything. Used all her money up on a wedding. And he wants to be a rapper that's not very good at it, from what I seen. She spent the whole $33,000 down there on their wedding. He didn't ask you to marry you, ma'am. But you know he was going to stick around for that 33 G's, wasn't he? Just like you see him coupled up around income tax time. You see all the couples together. Then you be looking like, oh, I didn't know you had a man. He ain't come out the woodwork because he wants your income tax. Ladies, snap out of it, please. Eve said, yes, life is too short to spend it with a trifling ninja. That's right. It is too short to spend with a trifling ninja. You want someone to love you unconditionally. Unconditionally. Don Salmon said, yep. Let me see what Wu Child said. I wouldn't dare torture myself like that. Right, Wu Child? Oh, no, here she goes. Nothing's wrong with paying for your own wedding. I pay for mine with my husband's money. Wu Child, please. Excuse me. Wu Child is hilarious. Yes, there's nothing wrong with paying for your wedding, Miss Wu Child. Your husband provides a dinero for it. Absolutely, Wu Child. I love Wu Child. Wu Child, baby. I'm glad you're married. I'm glad you're happily married. She has a beautiful family. She does. I'm just looking for someone I can spend my days with, rest of my days with, you know, go on trips with and go on cruises with. You know how we do. We want companionship, you know? That's what I'm looking for. I don't need a woman beater. I don't need a drugs head, drug head. Don't need none of that in my life. I don't. I especially an alcoholic. No, ma'am. It took me years to date another man that drank, because I did date one before. And I was like, you drink? And be like, yes. Nope. Pew, I'll be gone. I wouldn't even pay him attention. It's like, well, I'm out. Because you don't know how to act when you drink. I'm out. I don't have time. It took me a long time. Now, if you know how to act when you drink, sir, and go your behind to sleep when you know you're too full, get your butt in the bed to go to sleep, no problem. But if you want to act ignorant, want to get violent, no. Sir, you're going to go flying to Jesus real quick. Mess with me. So I really prefer to drink. Date someone who doesn't drink, honestly. That's just me. Which I say, thank you, Maria. You actually have a beautiful family. Yes, you do. You know? So I just think that those 10 things I brought up, look for it in your mate. And I'm happy that the young lady, I'm sorry, I cannot remember her name. Excuse me, forgive me for not remembering your name. Georgia Peach. I should have never forgotten that name. Miss Georgia Peach. I'm glad you and your husband don't argue. And that's a beautiful thing. And people want you and your husband to argue, but you keep it just like it is. Wonderful, blissful, joyous. you know? Keep it just like that, ma'am. And I hope you enjoy our commentary as well, Georgia. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you join us for other lives. Yeah. Look at you, money. Fly to Jesus, LOL, Marie. You know who taught me that one? Miss Red too. I know y'all know Red too. When she's in the chat, she said, if she called her husband with another woman, they'd be both flying to Jesus. I said, I really would like some merchandise with that. Flying to Jesus. You know? Chelsea Ferry says, I know I missed a lot. I would catch the replay. Oh, okay. Catch the replay because we were talking about relationships. We were talking about how food's been price gouged, gas, all these things. Just multiple things, multiple aspects of life that's changing, you know? I was going to say, I've been preparing my children for when I leave him. I don't want them to be shocked, and it's terrible that I have to involve them. I know, Allison. And a lot of times we have a tendency to try to stay, because we want to have a two-parent home. A lot of times you don't see that in the Black community a lot. And I'm just being real, especially over here. You want to have a two-parent home. You want your kids raised by two parents. But if your husband is treating you like a dog or mistreating you, what can you do? You talk to him. If he doesn't want to go to therapy and do right still, what can you do? Besides tell the children, I'm sorry. Your daddy is supposed to be gone. Bye-bye. You'll be visiting your daddy. Don't worry. You'll see your daddy. Or, your stepdaddy, daddy, whatever. You will see him. But he and I will no longer be together because he does not treat your mother. And I would tell him the truth because he does not treat your mother. Maybe the kids can get him to change his ways. Even when he said, that is hard, Allison. Hi, Lenny Minch, how are you? Yes, that is hard, Allison. I understand it's hard to leave, especially when you've invested so many years, Miss Allison. And I know you invested some years in it. And you say, well, what am I going to do once I do go? What if I never find anyone? You may not. But it's all about what God says, But you want to be miserable or you want to live in peace? Maybe do what you want to do, cook when you want to cook, chill when you want to chill. Don't have to walk on eggshells. I've been there where I had to walk on eggshells because I was scared to say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. Because he always had something negative to say. Until one day, I went to work on him with a spatula. I'm not going to even lie. I just came in there and did my hair like this while I was cooking. And you know those little silver spatulas, y'all? The one with the silver thing that's there? You ever seen Danny Swords? I went to work on them. I did. I got tired. And I had no idea that I was literally cutting him. Yes. I gave him a new look. He would never forget. You keep your hands off me and you get out of here because you are very negative and disrespectful. It's like nothing I can do is right. Nothing. And he was jealous like a woman. If you see your man being jealous like a woman too, like he may say something like, that's not ladylike. How would you know it's ladylike, sir? Can you tell me what's ladylike, sir? Since you're a man, how would you know what's ladylike? I had another girlfriend husband like that. We always try to tell her what a woman should do, and it's not ladylike. And you know what happened in that case? True story, you can look it up. He would beat on her, right? He would beat on her. But again, as I said, again, he would always try to tell her how to be a woman or how to be a lady, how to dress like a woman. And I say, girl, what is his problem? So one day he karate kicked her in her eye in the store. He karate kicked her in her eye because I guess he knew karate. Kicked that right in her eye. You know what happened to him? The store owner came out and put 3 of them in him. Yes. Put 3 of them in him. Hey, Danny, put 3 of them in him. She put 3 of them. He put 3 of them in him. He said, you kicked that woman? He popped him 3 times. When he woke up in the hospital, he was handcuffed. And he was blaming her. This is your fault. No, it's not her fault. How dare you karate kick her in her eye for no apparent reason? And you know what else he started doing, ladies? You got to know your man. Right, Don? I'm with you on that one. He started making her go to these like newsstands, not newsstands, like the little freaky deaky shops. I call them newsstands. What do you call them, y'all? Y'all know the name of them. There's a newsstand, a place where you can purchase like lingerie and you know those the X-rated movies and things. Where they have this back room area where people were literally back there taking care of business. Do you know he used to make her go back there with him? And then one day she told me he actually let another man touch him. And I said, that would have been it. Goodbye, and have a good day, sir. And I have nothing against LGBT because I told you my brother and sister both are in it. But I don't want a man that is allowing another man to freak him. I'm sorry. It's like I have, Captain. Yes. So you got to watch him. And he ended up getting deported. He did because he was Colombian. He got deported. But he karate kicked her in her eye. Hello there, everyone that's coming in. I appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you so much. Yes, he karate kicked her in the eye, and I saw it. The store owner just popped him 3 times to let him know. Ba-ba-ba. You don't hit a woman like that. But then my girlfriend was screaming at the owner, please don't kill him, please. I'm like, he just karate kicked you in your eyeball, ma'am. I will be saying, please put him to rest. Please put him to sleep. Thank you. She was begging him, and she was getting all of them in front of him because the owner was ready to hit him again with it. The owner was going to get him some more. She actually jumped in front of him. Really? Girl, you gonna jump in front of him? In front of a bullet for him? After he just karate kicked you in your eye? Her eye was messed up for at least a month. At least a month. So that's what I'm saying, We don't have to take all that unnecessary stuff from a man. I'm waiting. Like I say, it's never wrong going to get a little bump of grind here and there. But I bet you won't be in my house. Only person coming in this house is my husband's. And my kids, they don't know what they mama do. I keep things away from my kids like that. They think their mama is who? The homemaker of the year. And I plan on keeping it that way. They don't see no men coming in and out of my house. As y'all can see, have you ever heard anyone knock on my door? Never. My son's friends started knocking on the door, scaring the heck out of me. I would go up in there and get my little sister because I wasn't used to nobody knocking on the door. I said, you tell your friends that you need to call your friends and tell them I'm not on the door. Meet you outside, son. Because it makes me nervous when somebody knocks on the door. Because no one knocks on my door. So, we said, y'all already know. Miss Allison Grayson, you may have to, move around. You just may. And I'm not advising you to move around. I'm just saying that if it's just that bad, just explain to you my girlfriend's situation. Several. If it's that bad, he doesn't want to go to therapy. He doesn't want to do anything about it. Because they can temporarily do it. Oh, they can temporarily be good. Won't they be good for at least a week or two? Ladies, put in the one to chat if you ever had a man say to act right for about a month after he did something wrong. Act right for a little bit. And then go right back to the old self. Because I know it happened to me. We gave chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. They don't care. They just pretend, okay? Like they're going to do all right. And you be like happy for a minute. You be like, oh, he's changing. You cannot change a man, hon. It's in him. It's his personality. It's there. It's embedded in him. He would have to seek his own help. Right, E. Monique? Miss Allison Gracie, I know you've been there. I know you've been there where he's told you he's going to do better. He does do better temporarily. And then he goes right back to himself. To that mean old bastard. Excuse my French. That mean old bastard. Been there, done it. So he caught the spatula. When he did my hair like this, he caught that spatula. I was cooking breakfast. I would never forget. And Danny, you're going to live a long time because what I say, I came with the Danny sword. I tore him up with that spatula. And he had to go to work like that. Sure did. He told me, look what you did in my face. Don't ever put your hands on me, sir. I am traumatized from when I was young. Okay? It won't be no more DV here. You lucky you catch none of that steel, sir. Sir? You're lucky. You're lucky it was on that little steel, that little spatula. Yes, push my head. And if a man puts his foot on you as well, you already know he's not the one. If he can pick up his leg and stomp you, a little woman, stomp you, because we all are little women. I don't care if we are thick. For him to pick up his leg and stomp you, you already know he's not the one. And he can spit on you. Man, spit on me. Y'all will see me on the news, the national news. Okay? I'll be on the national news headlines. YouTuber Marie has been locked up. We don't know how much time she's going to get, but she literally tore that head off. Yes. If a man does you like that, please. And don't let them talk to you any kind of way, because you don't have to accept it, especially the negative ones. Especially when they tell you that's not ladylike. Baby, what do you know about being a lady? Can you tell me, sir? What is ladylike? To cross my legs? Let me see you do it. If he does like a professional, then you already know it's time to go, honey. He plays for the other team too. Good morning. I'm just saying. Let's take a look at the comments. Which I said, I don't blame you. Money said exactly, Marie. Don say, peace, be still. I'll be like Medea when they, hello. Hold on. And see, he doesn't, baby, no. I'm telling you, no. She said, LL Don said, oh yeah, peace, be still. That's right. You're going to catch it, sir. And I think I would let my future husband know, sir, if you hit me, you shall meet. You're going to go flying to Jesus. Yeah, we have to get merchandise for that. You got to go flying to Jesus, sir. And I don't got time to box you because I got a heart problem. I don't have time to box anymore, sir. I'm just not no man anyway. I'm just going to send you flying to Jesus. You know, if he can pick up his foot and hit you, or if he can slap you, because I call when a man slaps you, it's like slapping a what? Ish, right? I'm not a prostitute and not on the streets. I'm not one of those itches in the street. I'm your wife. And you pick up your hand and slap me, you won't slap another one, sir. You won't. You won't. Look at God. Look at Emoni content. I mean, like she got an airplane. You know, baby, here we go. I'm sorry. Hey, $2 place, how are you? I'm serious. Don't let these men do you like that. I'm telling you, it's peaceful. I'm peaceful. Don't get me wrong. I want a mate. I want a companion. I want a husband. But I'm not going to take the crap. I'm not going to do it. Oh, no. I'm not. Been there, done all that. Been there, done all the typical domestic DB talk. I'm not going to do it, baby, no more. I'm not going to hit you no more. I love you so much. And give me a bunch of money. Stacks. Now I go run right back like a dummy. Not even a month later, bam, I'm getting knocked across the head again. I'm surprised I don't have a concussion. Or if I can think right, I'm surprised. Because I have taken some butt whoopings, baby, over the years when I was younger. I won't take another one. No, sir. That will be a no. So, yes, I will let my future husband know when we start dating. Sir, ever, put your hands on me. Please hit the wall. Hit the concrete. But you hit me, you won't hit that hand right there, won't hit nobody else. That is a promise, sir. So, Miss Allison and everyone else on here, please, you don't have to take it just to keep a man. You don't. So many men out here, it's ridiculous. Even though the world is changing now. It ain't like it used to be. You know, right, Don? It ain't like it used to be. You know, because me personally, if I do meet a man and he's trying to date me or trying to talk to me, the first question comes to my mama, well, why are you single? All the women that's out here that's so desperate for a man, why are you single? I need to know. Why are you single? Because there's too many women out here that's desperate. Am I right? And we know, sisters, it's some desperate women out here. They're working hard every day while the man stay at home and sleep on a couch and sleep in their beds while they are working hard. And they have kids for these men, and the men want them to take the kids to the daycare. Sir, if you're not working, I'm going to save my money, and you will be keeping your own kids. But you have women out here that have to take the kids to daycare and pay for the daycare. Yes, and pay for the daycare. That's ridiculous to me. All I'm saying is that don't get dogged out. for no apparent reason, for a piece of ding ding, or just to say you have somebody in your house. You can get your little sister, that's your protector. You don't need a man to protect. Get your little sister, that's your protector, and then wait until the right one comes along. But don't seriously stay with a man because you say, I got a man. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it, ladies. You will be wasting all your years. Like I wasted all my years back then on dumb relationships. You'll be wasting your years. Stop. Stop wasting your years. We don't have a lot of years. If you don't realize, we've already lived most of our life. Folks don't live till they're 105 anymore. They do, but not very many. So think about that. If you're 50 and up, you live over half your life already. So you cannot continue to waste the rest of your years on a bastard. You can't. It's time to go. Time to go live freely. Do what you want to do. And, use protection when you do what you want to do. If you want to go do. And come home to your house that's drama free until you get that husband. It's okay to date, You already know the rules on that. Drive your own car, bring your little sister, everything, But you don't have to take it because you've been with him so many years. Because all we do is think about what? Have you noticed that when we are about to leave, or we want to leave, or we're considering leaving, first thing we think about is what? For the good times. We think about the good times, right? Well, I remember we used to do this. And I remember we used to go here and we used to go to the casino. Well, baby, those times are over. Think about the bad times sometimes when he knocked the hell out of you in the car. Think about the time he cheated on you and got a baby outside of y'all marriage. Think about the times that he's disrespected you, blatantly disrespected you. Think about those times. Don't just keen in on the good times, because we know we can have good times, but like they did on the movie, Why Did I Get Married? Right now, the pros and the cons, and you weigh it. And if the ignorant stuff outweighs the good stuff, then you already know, bye. It's time to go. I'm sorry. You don't have to take it. You don't. You got to be miserable the rest of your whole life. You can get sick, and he'll say, well, I ain't going to no hospital. I'm saying, hi. A real husband will get his behind up and take you to the hospital. They need to go to the hospital. Or if you're in the hospital, he never called and checked on you. That's your husband. Okay. Everybody's speaking to each other. Rose said, use the rose while waiting for the right mate. LOL, just kidding. Yes, we were talking about the rose. We went from salmon to sultry the other day, guys. If y'all missed the live the other day, we were talking about cooking salmon. And next thing you know, we were talking about sex toys. I don't know how the conversation went there. But baby, they told me about the rose. And I said, all I want for Christmas is not my two front teeth, but I want a rose. Okay? Monique. Seriously. Monique, yes, get your rose, girl. And I have never, ever used anything. And they were just telling me about these different things I can use, since I'm about myself. And when they came up with this rose thing, I was like, wow, that thing looks interesting. I pulled it up on Google. And I was like, y'all want to buy me something? Send me a rose. Okay? Send me a rose. I've never, ever used a toy in my life, ever. And maybe I need to grow up, huh? I'm sitting there thinking I'm a mature woman, right? And maybe I need to grow up, mature a little bit more, until that right man comes along, right? But yeah, it's okay. We're going to try to get the rose. I'll be so embarrassed. I would not go in that store ever. They would have to go get it for me. I would be embarrassed. I'm sorry. I'm old school. Some people say order it online. One day when I get to doing better, I'll order it online. But until then, I'm not going there. So I would go in there incognito. I'll have old shades, a black shade. I had probably no wig. I'll go up in there looking like a Busta-Roni. I'll be like, hi, I'm looking for something called the rose. She'd be like, oh, the rose is right over here. And I see on TV how nice they are and everything, because it's normal for a lot of women to get these things. It's just not for me. I've never did it before, But honey, I'm your husband. If you don't hurry up, I might have to just get that rose, okay? I might just have to get that rose. Seriously. I'm just saying. Miss Allison Gracie, are you still here? If you are still here, Miss Allison Grayson, I'm going to pray for your relationship. And I hope the other teasers pray for your relationship, that it works out for you, that it does well for you, and that it prospers, and that God would knock some sense into his head that he has a good woman. You know, they don't realize it until you go. You heard Beyonce say, you don't miss me till I'm gone. You don't miss me until I am gone. Yeah, till I'm gone. You don't miss me till I'm gone. And I like the fact that she said, when you lie to me, you're lying to yourself. Because we're supposed to be one, right? She tell him, don't hurt yourself. Because when you hurt me, you're hurting yourself. You know, because we are one, you know. But as soon as something happened to him, or as soon as he loses his little job, piece of job, oh, he's going to be real nice. Real nice. He's going to be real nice. His whole attitude's going to change. But let you lose your job. How the hell you lost your job? You know, I ain't going to be with a woman that ain't making no money. You know, I'm going to try to treat you like a dirt dog. Because I would never forget when I moved in with a man, I told you I would never do it again. Anything I move into, my name will be on it. I learned the hard way. Don't ever move in with a man, y'all. If y'all name is not on that list, please don't. Don't. So do we have any questions about what we talked about with the relationships? I'm sure all of y'all got good sense. But I don't want any of my teasers or any woman in the world to be desperate for a man, just to say they have a man and he not doing nothing for you or your children. He just laying there, probably drinking, smoking other stuff. No, I'm not having that. And I don't want you ladies to have it. Miss Allison Grayson, we love you very much. We do. And I don't want you going through that, sister. I know it's hard to leave, though. We're just outsiders looking in. Believe me, we know it's hard to leave, ma'am. And you say you're tired. When you get real tired, you're going to go. And it's going to be hard at first. You're going to think that, oh, should I go back? Nope. You pray on it and you keep it moving. Because once you hit that door, you're going to have to hit it for good. Don't play. Hit it for good, sister. So make sure you make the right, when you do make the decision to go, be gone. He's going to do something to make you be gone, because if you're going through this now, oh, yes, he's going to do something else that's really going to make you be gone. Love you so much. Like Eve Monique say, Dawn, all of us say, he'll be flying to Jesus. Seriously, he'll be flying. Don't take it. And like I say, every marriage has its ups and downs. I'm not saying leave your husband because y'all had an argument. Oh, no. No. You're going to argue about something. You may be arguing about politics just like any other person, because you're a couple. And it's like you're friends as well. So you're going to have your disagreements on certain things, certain aspects of life or anything, But that don't mean that he has to dog you or mistreat you. Peace of mind is something the best thing you can ever have. I ain't gonna lie. However, you want a mate, you can get a mate. I'm just not gonna get any old mate. I'm not looking for any old mate. I'm looking for someone. I'm not looking for a filthy rich man. I'm looking for someone who's gonna love me unconditionally and that's gonna contribute to the household, and who's gonna make enough money as me, as much money as I do. Or if not, if he's a little less, fine. It's the thought that counts. Right now, you got ladies trying to find high power men. Good luck with that one. Because we see what they marry, honey. Good luck with that one. I just want someone who's going to love me unconditionally, my children, and we'll spend our days, I ain't Queen of Harlem, we'll spend our days together, have fun, go on cruises, go to the casino, just do things that older folks do. That's all. And just tie me up in the bed. That's all I ask. Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's an afternoon. Yes, it's afternoon. Because that is a part of it. Because, baby, I'm not going to marry nobody, especially at this time. That's impotent. I'm sorry. You can be the nicest man, sir. I'm going to cheat on you. And I'll tell him straight up, sir, I'm going to cheat on you. You're a sweet guy. But no, we can't get married because you cannot put it down. As long as we've been waiting around here, sir. That's why I was considering marrying someone a little younger, just a little bit younger, maybe 45, 46, something like that, maybe, you know. But you better baby put it down to her because you would not have me. I know. I have no problem checking, double checking before I do hell in. No problem checking. Anybody else have a problem checking? Because I don't. I'm just a woman. I'm a real woman. I'm a realist. I'm a realist. When it comes down to that, you better be able to put it down, sir, because I will put you out my house. I'll put you straight. Get the heck out of here. Get out of here. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm just being a realist. Why marry somebody who cannot satisfy you? Emotionally, physically, sexually. Why would you want to marry somebody if he's lacking in those areas? Why? You make yourself miserable. You starting it out miserable. First thing, every time you see a man pass by and you see a print in his pen, you're going to be like, what was I thinking? No, sir. No, I'm not going to go there. I told you I'm not going to marry any old thing. And like I said, he doesn't have to be rich. He doesn't have to be just this gorgeous guy. I like him grungy like. And I kind of like it with a beard too, like a little goatee or whatever, That's mechanic, something attracts me to mechanics, y'all. I know I'm weird. I like diesel mechanics. They make good money, I just don't want a corporate guy. I've worked in the corporate world and they turn me off. Would you like some coffee, Marie? No. Sir? Thank you. No. I want somebody to say, hey, babe, let's go ride on a ride on a motorcycle this Sunday. Hop my ass back down, excuse my friend. I'll put me some 22-inch weave in my head, put some stilettos on, some short shorts, and baby, I'll be riding with my man on his motorcycle. That's what I'm looking for. There's nothing wrong with that. Having fun in your late years. CBGB says, Marie, LL just walked in on that one. Yes. I would have me some 22-inch weave and we'd be flying in the air. And I'll be holding on to my man while the next man in the car is looking at all of this behind, just bumping up and down on the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. And then if you get a mechanic, your car will always be fixed, honey. You got to never take it and get it fixed nowhere else. That car going to be fixed. Hello? Because it's so expensive to fix cars nowadays. It is. But you got a man that can handle it. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, something wrong with the car, honey. Go out there. Oh, yeah, that's the sensor. Handle it. Man that can handle things in the house. The sink, if the sink is broken, something like that. We won't have to be paying all these plumbers and all that stuff. Get you a handyman. That's what I'm looking for, like a handy / mechanic / put it down / take the sheets off the bed / that's what I'm looking for. That's all. And make sure you're behind is working every day and contributing. That's all I'm looking for. We don't have to be rich as long as we're happy. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. But you have your women that want a very rich man who wants to take them around the world. I'm scared to fly. I've flown with work, and every time I've flown with work, I cried all the way there and I cried all the way back. I'll go on a cruise. We can ride up to the casinos. Things of that nature. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know what you ladies are looking for. But you know what? I may just put a poll out there. Just maybe put a poll out there just to see what type of men that some of my teasers are interested in. Would you date a mechanic, an accountant, a banker? I'm going to put it out down the community tab to see what you ladies say. Please go to the community tab, okay? Because I'm definitely going to put it out there. Because I want to know, what turns you ladies on? And no, I'm not a freak or nothing. I just want to know what turns my teasers on, what kind of men they are looking for. I'm going to ask several questions And if you can, please answer. And the poll automatically, and the poll automatically calculates the percentage of each answer. So does that sound like a okay deal, ladies? I hope so. I hope it does. Hope it does. I'm gonna put it out there. It's gonna be on here as soon as I get out here. This cousin 19 is kind of bothering me. You know, y'all pray for me because I know that's what it is. I can feel it. Pray for me, and as long as I have breath in my body to talk and smile, because I say I'm so joyous now. It's 2022, y'all. It's not time to be ugly with each other. No, it's time to be able to just rock out as women, especially grown women. Just rock out, you know. Just rock out, women. Don't make yourself miserable. Buy that purse you've been wanting to buy, but don't be crazy and spend all your money on it. You know, pay it monthly. It's okay to do that, you know. Some women don't like that way or whatever, but just do what you want to do, but sensibly, you know. Yeah, do what you want to do, but sensibly. You know, it's time for us. It's 2022, and this is the ladies' year. Okay, this is our year, the women's year. No offense, guys, but this is the time for the women, and we have to rock. And as older women, we have to rock. If you missed the live yesterday, we were talking about beauty and tips, tricks and tips. Excuse me, tips and tricks, and I learned a lot. So, ladies, if you missed the live yesterday, please go back to the video from yesterday, and you'll see. Oh my God, you will learn so much about the face and about the little dark marks. If you have a bump where you popped it and it turned dark, and you don't have to use bleaching cream and stuff like that. I don't mess with that stuff, but they have a lot of home remedies on there. So make sure you check out yesterday's video if you're having an issue with your skin, your skincare. Because a lot of us do, you know, especially when I pop a pimple, I'll see a little dark mark and be like, wait, is this thing gonna go away? When? So again, I really thank all of you for your support. Thank you all for the love. All new folks, please subscribe if you like the content. Please like the video, guys. Please like the video. Share the video if you are a content creator and you have over 1,000 subscribers. Share the video if you like the content. It really will be appreciated. Remember to go to the community tab. We are going to definitely have. I want to know. Please respond. It doesn't show your names, ladies. Be real with yourself. Okay. Don't just pick a thing that you just say, oh, because he gonna be. No, pick what you really, really want. I want to know what a woman is looking for nowadays. I know what I'm looking for. What are you ladies looking for? Yeah, Kat says, my husband is on an airplane. Oh, my husband's an airplane mechanic. Stability turns me on. Shut up, girl. The man I've had 30 years didn't come out of the box this way. We grew together. Love is when you can put your own socks on. He does it. You're right. And like I said, he doesn't have to be rich. You can level up together, ladies. Don't just think of a man that's successful and has met his dreams and you know where he wanted his goals and think you're supposed to just go grab them. Sometimes they are like that, you know. Sometimes they want a woman on their level. You can catch a man that's at your level and y'all just level up together. And if my man is a mechanic, honey, we're gonna get our own business. I'm gonna do the accounting on the business, okay? He gonna handle the what? Labor. And we can come up together, level up together, and nobody won't be stealing from us. How about that? Because I'm gonna handle those coins. You hear me? I'm gonna handle that to make sure we are in compliance with everything. Good morning. So I like that, yeah, Kat. Airplane mechanic, yes, indeed. You don't have no brothers or friend? Hi, New Year's Finest. How are you? Yes. Remember, all folks, new folks, make sure y'all watch the replay because I think this was a good live. I really do. I think it was a good live. And Yaya says something else. She said, as you grow older, you don't know what your health could be. That's right. Love is when you can't do so many things and he doesn't complain to you to do it for you. He treats me like the chick he married. That's right. And I said that. Yaya. You know, you got your negative bedded men out there. We say, I don't feel good today. He still wants you to cook. Really, bastard? Go in there and eat a sandwich. Like I said, go eat a sandwich. He gonna be like, what we eat today? Our sandwiches. Unless you go fix your own self something, sir. I don't mind serving my man. I don't mind cooking. And I don't mind serving my man. But when I don't feel good, don't think you're gonna make me get up and go do it when I'm telling you I'm sick, sir. I love you and everything, but no, you're not gonna do me like that. Please. Don't. Hey Kelly W, how are you? CGBG, I've already spoke to you. We got a lot of new folks in here. Thank y'all for joining my channel. Please subscribe again, new folks, if you like the content. And please, ladies, go and watch the video yesterday if you did not see the beauty tips and tricks, because there's a lot of stuff you can learn for skincare. A lot. I've learned a lot. Here I come. I was getting ready to get on that to make sure you moisturize your face. Now, these women had it. They had it to the T. They had it to the T. Some of my teasers knew. One of my teasers was a cosmetologist. It's a cosmetologist. So get on there and make sure you check it out. Hey, Sweet Tech Kelly. Yes. Does anyone have any questions or would like to make a comment? If not, I'm going to go on my community tab and I'm going to put it up there for you ladies. And I want y'all to answer, please. Just want to see what my teasers are, or women are in general, Yeah, I can say, oh yeah, she's speaking. She said, take care, Marie. Don't forget to take the vitamin D. I won't. I have 50,000 units in there. I won't. Thank you so much. I'm not going to let this stuff get me down. I'm not. So please, guys, if you like the video, if you like the content, please share it if you can share it. Because a lot of folks can't share at this moment because they don't have enough subscribers. So share it on your Facebook if you can. Share it on your Instagram if you can. Just share it if you can, and support the channel if you can. I don't require you to support the channel. If you can't support the channel, it will work for us because I do have my backdrop. I was going to put it up today, but I just haven't been feeling very well to put it up. But I'm going to get my son to do it once because like he's feeling a little better now. I'm getting ill. You get it? So it's like, boy, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? So, wait a minute. Yaya said, I didn't think my hubby was all that in bed at first. But as we grew together, shared, spoiled me, and he's everything to me. Yeah, sometimes the sweetness is the weakness. You know that, right, ladies? Because I remember I dated this really just toe up looking guy. Lord forgive me. The man was not cute at all. Do you hear me? I mean, at all. We first tried to talk to me, I said, sir, please, don't. And you know what else I said? I was going to town on him. Yes, I was. I was like, get back. And so his sweetness was my weakness. He treated me right. He did. And that's what got me to liking him, because he was very sweet to me. He did me right. So yes, Yaya, sweetness can be the weakness. Yes. She said, sorry, Marie. Oh, no, don't be sorry. Show him what you want. That's right, sister. Sometimes you got to teach him. A little to the left, sir. And then a little to the right, sir. Not hot one time. Not hot one time. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Right? Alison Gracie said, thanks for the support, Marie. I just love your spirit. You're a friend in my head. Oh, absolutely. I'm a friend. And all of y'all are my friends in my head. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. And thank y'all for supporting me. She said, oh, he looks fine as heck. But after all the care, my head would never turn. That's right. And my head would never turn from whoever I marry. I would never cheat on my husband. And everybody say never. I know I won't cheat on my husband. I know I won't cheat on my husband. I just wouldn't. Sorry. I just wouldn't. Some women do cheat on their husband. You would be paid back for that one, sister. I'm just saying. You'll be paid back for that one, sister. But until I meet my mate, I pray that he's coming soon. I got a feeling. He's coming soon. Got a feeling. I got to get some of this weight out of my behind, too. I should be fine. But I like being thick. I'm not going to even lie. Sometimes I say it's better to be thick than sick, honey. But for all you ladies, don't. Don't. If it get that bad, like Mary J said, I always wake her up. She said nothing she could do in his eyes was right at that time, at the end. Nothing. She could blink her eye. You blinking your eyes wrong. You know? Really? Let's take a break. She couldn't dress right. Yeah, that looks ugly on you. Really? Sir? I've been wearing this the whole time. We've been together, so what's wrong with it now, sir? That's how you know. When it's another what? Oh. So, ladies, take heed. Take heed. If you like it, I love it. But I'm going to tell you now, don't be miserable. Don't. Don't waste your years. Get the heck out of there. He's not going to treat you right. Get out of there. Get out of there. That's right. Yeah. Tell him, bye, buddy. And no man can tell you how to be a woman. When a man keeps telling me it's not lady, sir, you don't know about being a woman. Shut up. Unless you're going the other way, sir. Thank you. That will make me leave you too. Quickly. I don't want a white man. I want just straight man. Thank you. You know? Period. I love all of you. I thank all of y'all for joining my live. I thank everyone for joining the live. I really do. God bless all of you. And I'm going to probably come back on later this evening if you like, just so we can talk about that what? So we can talk about that what? That community tab, that poll I'm going to put up. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to come back later so we can talk about the poll. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to come back later. If not, you just say, Marie, I want to see you again today. Girl, put a 2. 1 in the chat if you want to see me come back later this evening. Or 2, if you say, we can wait till tomorrow, see what the poll looking like. Okay. Marcella says, laying here headache is so cold there. Hello, Chatter Marie. Hi, Miss Marcella. How you doing? I think you got COVID too. I really do. Do you got the C-19 too? Because I ain't feeling good either. Not. CGBG say I had a disrespect. I took out that trash in 2020. That's right. That's right. So take it out. Trash. Everybody says they want me to come back. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much. I will be back then. Feeling good? In the hood? I love y'all so much. I really do. I love y'all. I love the world. I love the world. And Yaya can say, hey there, Marcella. Thank everyone for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. I'm so tired of keeping y'all on here for 2 hours. I really am. That's why I'm going to end this live, because we always end up here being 2 hours. I look up there, it'd be 57 minutes. And I say, okay, I'm getting ready to end the live. They say, no, y'all can't bust out with something. Dawn then bust out with something. Marcella coming in the door with something. Marcella's daughter coming in the door. We fix to go out the door. And Allison said, thank you so much. Love y'all. Love you, girl. I love you too. And I ain't telling you to leave him. I'm just saying that start demanding your respect. Get a silver spatula. You can buy it at the dollar store, okay? 99-cent store. Good morning. You know, sometimes, though, Miss Allison, there you go get me started. Sometimes they like a crazy woman. I used to always be like, baby, sugar, honey. But as soon as I got down on him one day, girl, he was like, I love you so much. And I thought it was weird. I was like, it took me to damn near choke you out for you to tell me you love me, right? Some men like that. I don't have time for crazy love, though. I need a normal person. Like, he just like for you to just hurt him, you know? Some men like that, Miss Alice. You might have to get you a 99-cent spatula. 99 cents, though. And just tear that ass up. Excuse my French, y'all. Tear it up. Yeah, like I said, excuse me, I can't. I've been asleep most of the day, Marcella. CGBJ and Marcella Boo. Hey, Danny Robinson. Oh, yes, Miss Danny Robinson is here. Yes, Danny, I can't let no man treat me any kind of way. I can't. And I won't. Danny. I won't let no man treat me any kind of way. I might have to go to that place they told me to go to get the rose. Oh, rose. Yay. Yes. We have so many new folks in here. Drama Kings. Yes. It's a game. It's kind of a game. Yeah, it is. Kind of game, Allison. Sometimes they like for you to get stupid. Oh no. Oh, they'll love your dirty draw, child. If you just be nice, okay, honey, okay, baby, they don't like that. But one day you gonna go cuckoo on his mind. And when you get cuckoo on him, he gonna fall so in love, girl. It's weird. Some of them like that. I'm sorry to tell you. I learned that hard way. I choked him so hard, his eyes, his white part of his eyes was red. I will, what? Make you go flying to Jesus, sir. He just loved my dirty draw sense. And then he became a stalker. It was time for me to leave him alone. Gotta watch him. Yeah, I guess yes, CB. If I love too much, he steps back. But if I ignore him, he's all over me. Marcella's daughter say facts. Yeah, I can't laugh. Yeah. If you act like you don't give a darn, Miss Allison, even if you have to go to the local McDonald's, Miss Allison, act like you going somewhere, get all dressed up. Like you just go somewhere, get your purse, honey, hair done. He'd be like, where you going? Out. He'd go to the McDonald's down the way, around the corner, up the street, and just sit there and eat you some French fries and look at YouTube for about 3 hours, and then go back home like you just so, like you had been drinking or something, just you had just so much fun. They don't like that. They want you to be miserable. You get it? So you can't be available, so available. Get it? You want that? They want that challenge. It was to get you. Get it? So you got to kind of give them a challenge. It's a mind thing sometimes. You right? Yeah. ICG said maybe some games, just a little bit, not too much. Yeah, can't say no need for games. You know, you got to have a little challenge because if you are a yes woman, and a baby honey sugar woman, you know how they do. You know how they do. They don't appreciate. A lot of them don't appreciate that sugar honey baby sugar. They don't. As soon as you call him a bastard, girl, he gonna want to try to make love to you all night long. It's just weird. It is. Men love games. It's like football, baseball. It's kind of fun to me. It's right. Yes, CB, not mean games. They love it. They love it. You have a life. That's right. See? Can't be stuck all up on them trying to be stuck up on them and stuff. No. Like CGBG said, I got you. Yeah, cat. That's right. Yeah, cat say, that's it, Marie. Oh, yes. That's it. Miss Allison, stop making yourself so available. Act like you're going somewhere, honey. Get dressed up on his behind. And get on around that corner to that McDonald's and watch you some YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. Watch any content creator you want for us. Watch us on YouTube. And just sit there and laugh and watch YouTube and just, act like you just to yourself. If you don't go out to a club or nothing. Because, right now we got the COVID-19 out there. Or stay in your car. They want to chase. That's right. Yeah, okay. They want to chase. Allison. They want to chase. They want to chase. They want to challenge. Get it? And silence is golden. Ain't silence golden, ladies? Ignore his ass. Excuse my friend. Ignore him sometimes. Or sometimes when he calls your phone, accidentally call him a girl or a child. Be like, hello? Like you're so happy because they like you to be miserable. They don't want you to answer the phone. Hello? Like, because they already know you're upset and you're miserable with them. You answer the phone like, hello? And they'd be like, well, what you doing? Oh, hey, how you doing? Talk to him like he's a normal friend, like he is not your man. Like you with another man. Get it? Look, I'm going to call you right back, girl, okay? Click. Baby, he going to fly home from work. Fly. He going to get home from work early. And you'll be just sitting there chilling, watching TV. He'll be like, what's that you call me, girl? I called you, girl. I ain't call you no girl. Lie just like they do. No, damn well they did it. Nah, I didn't call you no girl. I just said, hey, how you doing? It's something wrong with me asking you how you doing. You got a front. That's the game. So now he going to be watching you. And then when he call you, stop answering your damn phone for him every time he call. You don't have to answer your phone for him, especially if you pull that number. If you pull that number, let it ring. Let him call about 3 times, then answer and be like, hello? Like you aggravate, hello? He'll be like, well, what's wrong? Where you been? What you mean where I've been? I've been here. What is it? Is everything all right? Yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Well, look, I'll see when I get home, okay? Before you get it, click. He gonna start minding. He's gonna start minding, Miss Grayson. He's gonna start minding. It's the ones that won't let you have a life. You gotta watch out for. That's right. I want you to have a life. That's why you gotta make up a life. Make up a life. Or really, go get your life. I'm telling these women smart on here. They get it. And when you're finding she getting it. You got this, Sal's up on that at night. And you ain't going nowhere but to the local McDonald's or in your car. But drive away from where he can't find you. So he won't pass through the neighborhood saying he'd be like, look at her, she just sitting in her car like a dummy. No, you gotta get away. So he can make you think you went somewhere. And when you come back home, you can have your hair all messed up all on your head if you want. First thing you do is take off your clothes and go what? Go take a shower. Salud. Take a shower. He gonna be like, oh, where you been? You have to come in the house, take a shower. What you mean? You know I gotta take a shower. I gotta get clean. I gotta see what's wrong with you. Chill. Tell him just like that. Chill, honey. Chill. Because he knows all of it. He knows what it is when you cheat. You can pretend until you get right. It's out until you get right. He gonna get right. And tight and right if you keep it up. But don't be crazy and tell him what you were doing. Don't ever do that. Because you're gonna look like what? Like you're slow, like you're special. Okay? It's gonna make it, he ain't gonna never believe nothing else you say again. Don't ever tell him what you're doing or what you've done until y'all get damn them 99 years old. Okay? Don't tell him your secret, because then you just screwed your whole self up. Then he gonna think you're crazy. That's how you do that one, sister. I'm gonna jump off here now because y'all gonna have y'all want me to come back on tonight. So we're gonna come back on tonight. Yes, Lord. And we're gonna have a good time. And right now, it's so many other content creators come online right now. So I'm sure it's other things to watch, but I can't watch them right now. I got a little something to take care of. But I will be back on tonight if I get rid of this darn headache. Dang. This headache is hurting me, But I will put it on there, and I want to know what kind of man you're interested in, and then we'll continue the conversation tonight. And Miss Grayson, please be on tonight if you can. Please be on tonight if you can. If you have not went to McDonald's or sat in your car, got ready, glammed up, smelling good, just let us know if you have. He won't know. He don't watch my channel. I'm just a little bitty YouTuber. He ain't watch my channel. Let us know what you decide to do. Or just come back tonight so we can finish schooling your sister on what to do with this one. We're going to get this one in check. Yes, we are. We're going to get him in check, Miss Grayson. For you. Yeah, catch you. Yeah. Yeah. Satan the demon said he back and he had to go light up. Oh, yes. Well, on that note, Satan the demon, we get ready to heck up out of here. So, yeah, Cat, Miss Grayson, Miss Danny, thank you for visiting. Miss CGV, hope you come back, Danny, everyone. New York's finest. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much. For me and mooch out to y'all. Mwah. Lisa, if she comes over, we love y'all so much. I'll see y'all tonight, ladies. Okay? I love y'all so much. We got to finish this tonight. Just to get on the community tab now and post it up, sisters, and answer it. Go to the community tabs in about the next hour, I would say. And look. Otherwise, I love you guys. Besos a todos, okay? I'm finna push the wrong button. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Love y'all. please like the video. Please like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe and share. Support if you can, okay? Love y'all. Peace out, okay? Well, I guess it is. That's all, folks. Love y'all. Besos.